we got news that Black Panther 2 Namor is officially confirmed as Marvel's MCU mutant. But is it Marvel's MCU first mutant though? Because I'm pretty sure that we established some of the characters in the MCU already that could be mutants already. But
Okay.
they already announced that Namor is the first or is the MCU mutant now. Willie?
Okay. So, for those who aren't following the MCU proper, mutants were officially introduced into the MCU during the last episode of Miss Marvel.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
How's it going? I promise I'm not going to yell at you this time.
No. We're good, thank God. As y'all know by now, last week was, a day for YouTube to stop us because they thought we were leaking some important GTA 6 shit.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
We got that matter situated, but it was still a hectic week for us. So we're here now, and I have to say I feel very rejuvenated right now to the fact that I'm ready for today.
You know what? My therapy sessions, I've been missing my therapy sessions, and life has been the reason.
Yeah.
And we need to fix that right now.
Oh yeah, let's fix that shit right now, dude. And I'm gonna bring this mic a little closer because I need to talk about this. And last week, of course, we had to bring up the whole thing with GTA 6 because on Friday they pretty much brought up the fact that they arrested the person who did it. The whole thing with GTA and Uber, the whole hack, and of course it had to have been a 17-year-old punk.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna do it? You?
No, I don't got the time for that, first of all. But look, last week, Friday, London police announced that they had arrested a 17-year-old from Oxfordshire Thursday evening. While the police have not yet confirmed why, it's been reported that the teen was arrested on the connections of the recent Uber and Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks. Now, the kid's still in custody, mind you, but there's no matter of reason why did he do it. Look, we all know the reason why. He wanted to be Mr. Cool Dick and show off to everybody that he did something super special, and yeah, he managed to do it. For what cause? God, he's just an idiot. For sure. He's going to get all the lawsuits. He's pretty much not going to be playing any games anytime soon. And I bet you anything his mommy and daddy are going to pretty much give him a good ass whooping by the time he gets home. But still, even Uber, what the fuck does Uber have to do with any of this either? But the guy did it. The guy fucking did it.
They don't need to have a reason other than we can do this. I will say that hacking a Rockstar to get dirt on GTA 6 is bound to get people's attention because Grand Theft Auto 6. I know you don't remember this. I'm saying this is the biggest hack in all of video games. Well, one that happened previously was when Half-Life 2 was being developed, and it was supposed to come out later that year, and some German kid hacked Valve and showed proof that they're nowhere near complete with this shit.
Wow.
I mean, he released the entire source code for Half-Life 2.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, this is when Half-Life 2 came out, which is roughly 317 years ago.
And a quarter.
I don't know if he got paid a quarter. I just know that he did it.
Continue.
Either way, whenever high-profile games like this are in the news, you know that someone's going to try to hack them. Remember when Cyberpunk 2077 came out? They hacked CD Projekt Red and took all manner of shit and tried to hold them hostage, basically ransomware, saying, if you don't pay us this amount of money, we're going to leak all this.
Yeah.
And CD Projekt Red just said, well, knock yourself the fuck out. We got bigger problems. This shit don't work. Speaking of Cyberpunk, you want to say it or do I say it?
Pretty much, I'll bring it up. That's not a problem. So, Cyberpunk 2077 overtakes Modern Warfare 2, FIFA 23, and other best-selling games on Steam. Now, Willie, I'm gonna have to say I'm proud of them. You know, besides the fact they had a raging dumpster fire for a hot minute, but they're going up there. Finally, they're up there. I mean, this RPG has overtaken such titles as Modern Warfare 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, FIFA 23, I know for the soccer fans out there, they're going to probably kick me in the teeth, but I don't see no excitement there. But the fact that it's being taken over by this fucking game, there has to be a reason. Willie, why is it all suddenly Cyberpunk is becoming a top thing right now?
Well, you remember recently Cyberpunk had a Netflix anime, Edge Runners.
Yes.
So there's been interest in the game still, and as much of a tire fire as Cyberpunk was at launch, you have to give credit. This is one of those good news, bad news things.
Okay,
you have to give credit to CD Projekt Red because they didn't abandon the game. This is along the lines of No Man's Sky, where the developer released the game, it was trash. People like roundly dissed it, but the developer just kept their head down and kept working at it, and eventually it became a good game. I say good news, bad news because good news, all those people that bought Cyberpunk, now you have a game worth playing. Bad news is, why couldn't this be the fucking game at launch? Why does it have to be a continuing story of, oh, it'll be a great game eventually?
Ugh.
Yeah, but you took my money now.
Yeah, it has to be a good game right now. Not later, now.
But it could have easily been another EA and Anthem, where people got tired of the game quick and, oh, but don't worry, we got all this stuff we're gonna do. They fucking abandoned it.
Utter
so
garbage.
That's what I'm saying. Good news, bad news. At least now, 2 years after the fact, Cyberpunk is a game worth playing.
Okay.
And because PC is awesome, people are modding the Cyberpunk Edge Runners characters into Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You know, I do have to give it to PC, dude. I really do. I love PC. The fact that they could do stuff like that is just amazing. And for console people out there that, you know, they're just probably like envious of PC, here's a number reason 9,999 just for you guys to have. But
and
yeah,
they live. I mean, for people who like I have to ask my son. I haven't asked my son because I know he started it, but it was such a tire fire that he stopped. I know they have an expansion now. That's another thing. CD Projekt Red likes to give, you know, extra content and not make you pay for it a lot of times. I have to ask him if he got back into it.
All right. Well, we gotta see. And you know what? If it ever comes up on the PlayStation Plus for free and shit like that, and I'm pretty sure that I think for Xbox they have it free out there, right? Already or no?
I don't think Cyberpunk is on Game Pass.
Well, if they do put it on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure that you and I are gonna want to test that out and fuck around.
I mean, I have it on PS4.
Oh, well, you already have it.
It's not a ring endorsement. I have not tried playing it recently. It was utter garbage when I first tried it. I have it on PC and PS4. The PC one was the only one that was even playable.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's see. We'll find out more on that. But Willie, there's bigger news besides these two games right now. The fact that they're already announcing the revamp or rebirth of E3 on 2023. And the fact is they already locked down the venue, the schedule, and confirmed of new fan-friendly twists. So, okay, so yes, we already know that E3 has been like down in the dumps a little before the human malware. And once the human malware hit, it just went downhill. And Jeff Keighley just ate it all up, all of it, made his own shit and everything. But it looks like reports not today just pretty much announced that E3 might be coming back and with a fucking new twist. And I'm excited for this, dude, because if they're going to come up with a revamp, I'm wondering what they're changing, Willie. Do you have any source or anything that's going on right now for E3 that they're changing right now, Willie?
Okay. First off, they are doing a little bit different than what well, it was somewhat different than what E3 was doing before,
Okay.
where the first 2 days of E3 is only going to be for quote unquote registered industry personnel. They're calling it E3 business days.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The third day is going to be a hybrid where it's going to be mostly industry, but they'll have some public. And the fourth day will be fully public. And that's those last 2 days are called E3 gamer days.
Holy
That's
shit.
where people can try out games and stuff like that.
That sounds interesting. I'm not sure how I'm gonna take it. I don't know why it sounds weird, but I like the structure. What do you think, Willie? Because I mean, the fact that they're doing an E3 business, that means I'm pretty sure they're gonna be talking to like content creators, people from the industry, stuff like that, to come out there firsthand, check this out and whatnot, and then kind of like have the hybrid one. That's the third day, pretty much how you mentioned it, which is a mixture between fans and business people. And then the last day is just technically everywhere else. You know what I mean? Like just everybody else just go in there, have fun. Technically.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Number one, fine. You're gonna have an E3. You're gonna have an industry event that's gonna have some public participation.
Okay.
So companies can go and show off their games. Who's gonna be there? The big three: Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft.
Yes.
Have gone out of their way to do their own thing. Nintendo was first. Has to be mentioned. Nintendo was first.
Yeah.
They decided to do their own thing where they can release stuff on their schedule year round and not have to wait for a trade show that, what you call this, comes around once a year. And it's mainly for getting the publishers with basically have a place where publishers can talk to retailers. That's one thing about E3 that nobody really talks about. Yes, you're going to see new games. Yes, you're going to try out demos. Yes, you're going to see presentations.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly, it's about trying to get Walmart and Target and Best Buy to buy into all the stuff that the publishers are supposed to be doing.
Okay.
This is remember that before E3 was done by the ESA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This time it's done by a company called ReedPop, which they do packs.
So they're okay. Whoa. So Repop. The same guys that do New York Comic Con, freaking SuperCon in Miami, and a couple other cons that I've seen around. They're in charge of E3 now.
They're doing E3 now.
Holy shit. Okay. This might be a different step then, Willie. Not a bad one,
and here,
but this is going to be an interesting one.
Here's another one. Here's another little curveball.
Go.
Jeff Keighley has liked having, events that he's running that people pay attention to. So he wants to make a physical Summer Game Fest for next year.
Oh, son of a bitch. This guy, bro. Oh my God.
And because he actually got, he actually got some big people to make announcements on his platforms. Maybe he'll have a more of an in on getting Sony and Xbox and Nintendo to play along.
You're not wrong, because he does have close connections to Sony and Microsoft, even to the point where on Summer Game Fest, he had presentations for Xbox and PlayStation on his thing. So
I still remember.
Wrong. You're not wrong.
I still remember the first Battle Pass character for Smash was announced on a Game Awards broadcast,
mm-hmm.
where everybody lost their shit because, oh my God, Joker from Persona, cool though,
yeah,
cool, but that was on Game Awards.
All right, I mean, look, I can't believe that I'm going to be saying this, but what if E3 does something with Jeff and they both like do a crossover event for E3? I mean, I know E3. I know E3. What
was it called? K3?
K3. I see what you did there. But okay, if it's possible, but I think about it, if it's even remotely possible for them to even do something like that, Willie, it will be big in the industry and big for the companies all around. I mean, Jeff is always about gaming. No matter how we look at it, that he does certain things, he's always about the gaming industry and how to bring it always to his to his court. Then we have E3 right now that they're trying to revamp and make it happen again. I mean, they're trying to do this from scratch technically, because after the human malware and 2 years technically of not having an E3, yeah, they're pretty much they're like, fuck, we have to do something like right now and make it happen.
Three years, because they didn't do anything 2020, 21 or 22.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, 3 years. So they're pretty much, they had enough time to sit there and like do a strategy plan for when the human malware, it kind of calms down, so they can bring this back into, to the public and see what they can do. But as a business, but their style of business, how they want to do this, it sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to have, again, day one, have the business investors and stuff like that out there, even influencers out there to check this out. That's already kind of like almost like a first-hand look out of everything without having the fans there. So that's one positive.
Can we just mention the fact that, how the word influencer makes my skin crawl?
I get it. But you know what's sad about it? That we're the same thing. That's the thing. Like that word. I know what you mean, but we're one. We're the same. It sucks. Like I would like to say that we're just awesome people. There we go. And dude, yeah. So things like that that E3 are trying to do, I think personally is a fucking awesome idea. But I feel that Jeff has an upper hand on this. And if E3 wants to do something, I think they're gonna have to talk to Jeff and try to work something out and make a crossover event until they're fully stable and strong enough to do stuff like this, unless they're going to make it all indie. And that's just my 2 cents at least.
I don't know. I mean, I would be down to see, because the industry events, it's nice to have a date on the calendar you can point to and say, we're going to see some good shit here.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to lie when I say this again, and I'm pretty hope that people from E3 and other industries that are watching, we would love to go and do a podcast, not even a podcast, like what we usually do when we go to cons and stuff, do an actual recording from the inside out and get clips, videos, gaming, firsthand, even talk to developers about the certain games that they're making, just so we can, just so we can also, not just for you guys, just mostly for us, so we can get a deeper feel in the inside of developers, what they're going through. I mean, yeah, we're all happy the fact that they're making games, but I would love to have a sit down with some of them and just be like, what stress that you guys go through on a day-by-day basis trying to make a certain game come out on a certain date? Like, what's the pressure like on that? Like, that must be enough to crack a diamond, crack coal to make a diamond, actually, like in whatever you want to put at. But things like that, that's what I would love to go to E3 for, just to see that happen. Even Jeff Keighley's own thing, I would love to be there as well, so we all can go. You and I, we'll just go their party. Of course, we're gonna be the Uncle Willie and Punisher shit, but you know how we're gonna do this. It's gonna be fun.
I know how I'm gonna do it. The
Double
same way
fisted?
I do every con. Vodka akimbo.
Yes, I get you.
That's the only way to do it.
Damn right.
Listen, if half an hour in, I'm not slurring every fifth word, I'm not trying.
You're not wrong.
And let the record show, when we went to SuperCon, I beat your ass in a fighting game.
Oh, fuck you.
And I had been drinking.
I don't care. You cheated.
Oh yeah, I cheated. I used skill.
Emotional damage.
No, you use shit, because I was fucking.
No, I didn't use skill.
And then all of a sudden you're like, no, fuck you. Look, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this part. He tried to be cool about it. No, I was there. No. I was holding my ground. I was whipping some parts of his ass there. But then all of a sudden he just goes, okay, I'm done. He walks over. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? I dropped my guard because he only had 5 seconds left because he was winning. I could use those stupid 5 seconds to whoop his monkey ass around and get at least some sort of victory win out of it. No. But I had to pay attention to the fact that he walked away, and I felt insulted because I'm looking at him like, the fuck you mean you're done? And when I look at the thing, game over. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I swear to God, Willie, that I'm gonna get you back for that. I am gonna get you back for that.
2 observations from that little mini rant. Number
What?
1, you mad, bro?
Plenty.
And number
Next.
two, I want it on the record that you lost in a very embarrassing way to a half-drunk individual.
Fuck you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even count.
Not only does it count, it should count twice.
Shut up. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, comment down below whatever you guys think about what we just talked about above and below, and this fucking retard's ass about the ass whooping he gave me that nobody saw. Ugh, whatever, I don't care.
That was the greatest battle that no one knew was fought.
You know what? I want people to watch us play because we're just a bunch of idiots when we play like this either way. So
we're gonna live stream. Listen, I promised, and I keep my promises, unlike you, Mr. Resident Evil 7 VR.
Shut up. Go ahead.
I promised that if I were to finish my North American PlayStation 3 collection, that I would live stream every single fucking game. There are plenty of fighting games there. Plenty of chances for you to lose.
You see, I hate him. I hate him so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts.
Not only lose horribly, because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a digital game, but it had a physical quote-unquote release in GameStop. And I have the box here, which means that we're playing that game and you're losing.
Fucker, I hate him. Comment down below, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a freaking conversation about this.
Let's have a freaking conversation about this.
Anyways, Willie, what happened in the box office, bro?
I didn't want to talk about the box office except for one thing.
What?
The box office was dead. Don't Worry, Darling was a new movie and it debuted at number 1, even though it was very poorly reviewed. It pulled in $19.2 million. This is how bad the box office is. The number 3 movie in the country made $10 million. And that movie was Avatar.
Avatar? Like
not part 2. The 2009
one?
Movie was re-released and it made $10 million.
Oh God, James Cameron must be happy.
And Morbius must be morbidly depressed.
That's horrible, Willie. Don't ever do that again.
Listen. Avatar made $10 million. But no movie made more bucks than Morbius.
Stupid. How much?
600 billion more bucks.
God, really? Why?
Because it's the best movie out there.
Stop saying more for everything, Jesus. Stop. Just stop.
Why? I kind of want to say it more.
It's Morbin time.
Oh God, can we just continue on? This is where I'm Marvel.
Please, let's continue. Let's talk about more important things.
Shut up. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we got news that Black Panther 2 Namor is officially confirmed as Marvel's MCU mutant. But is it Marvel's MCU first mutant though? Because I'm pretty sure that we established some of the characters in the MCU already that could be mutants already. Okay. But they already announced that Namor is the first or is the MCU mutant now. Willie?
Okay. So, for those who aren't following the MCU proper, mutants were officially introduced into the MCU during the last episode of Miss Marvel.
Yes. Where
her friend, I forgot his name now, told her, oh no, because there's something about you. It's a mutation. You, the X-Men, the X-Men anime series thing.
Yeah.
Now, like in film world, the Namor, the Submariner, is going to be the first movie mutant.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't think Namor is a mutant. I mean, technically he is. It's a mutation for humans to be able to breathe underwater.
He's rocking the pointy ears. Come on.
This means an elf. Don't you watch Lord of the Rings?
All right, fine.
Anyway, but yes, Black Panther Wakanda Forever will feature the first mutant in the MCU. A little fitting since Submariner was their first hero. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. But
Namor the Submariner was the first hero. And I mean, you want to throw a Human Torch in there? You can throw the Human Torch in there. The original Human Torch, I believe, was actually their first hero, and Submariner was the second. Fun fact: the original Human Torch in the comic books, Hank Pym used that as the basis for making Vision.
Really?
And Ultron and Wonder Man. That's a complicated story.
Oh, we gotta one day just sit there and read about it or something.
We have a conversation. We have a conversation about Marvel lore, Marvel Comics lore. That could take up a week.
I'm pretty sure that our fans out here will like to have a Marvel podcast just to talk about stuff like this. But I'm gonna tell you something. I get around, but I'm pretty much still yay high of knowing about Marvel compared to Willie and his freaking knowledge of this shit.
Now, fun fact.
Yes.
They're not calling his kingdom Atlantis.
What are they
calling it Talokan.
Talokan with a T?
Yes.
Oh,
Which makes sense because this Namor has more South American vibes.
Got it. I mean,
so that makes sense.
He does look like an Aztec warrior. Am I saying it right?
I would say Aztec. I mean, he does
Aztec,
have that. He does have that Mesoamerican vibe.
Which I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna knock it, but he does look like an Aztec warrior.
He does, and no, the picture that we're looking at that was given to Empire looks like that looks good. I like the way it looks. I have no problems with it.
Nor do I. I'm down. I'm actually excited for November. That's when it's coming out, right? November.
It's coming out.
I'm excited for it. I'm hoping for good things.
Listen, I'm down. I'm down. Now let's talk about something I'm not down with.
That's what I was gonna bring up, which I have mixed feelings, and it's the HBO Last of Us second trailer that came out showing Joel and Ellie into the apocalypse.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Joel and Ellie. Yes.
Oh, Joel. I'm sorry. I call him Joel. Sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, we get to see him in this whole apocalypse thing. And in this second trailer, if I knew that this was not a game, I would have been very invested into it. But now knowing that it's part of a game, I'm kind of like nitpicking a little bit, because I'm going to watch that and watch gameplay of the actual game and kind of like trying to see if there's things that could probably blend in together into this own series. I'm pretty sure that we're going to go straight to the beginning of all this. I'm not sure how The Last of Us ever started. I know it's like we just start in the apocalypse, right?
Well, it's during the early days, and let me tell you that you never played the Last of Us?
No. I have access to play it too, and that's the thing. I just never really got to it.
I think the question was, have you played it?
No, I have not.
Okay, when the beginning, if you do not cry, you do not have feelings.
Oh no, please, come on.
Say whatever you want. Like there's a polarizing game. Overall, people say yes, Last of Us is a very good game, but the story itself and Joel himself that's a topic. Let's just see it. Let's just say that. That's a topic.
Okay.
But you know what? I see Pedro Pascal and I see Joel.
He does look like the character. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna knock it. He looks kind of like the character in the fucking game. He has that look that, like tired but very aware of his surroundings, and he's just like trying to teach Ellie, right? Is that her name?
Yes.
He's trying to teach her, because I see him that he's talking to her, and he's kind of like advising her what to do. And then there's part in the end of the whole freaking trailer when they show you the clicker. I guess what they're called, the clickers.
Yeah.
Doing this shit, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that looks fucking crazy. Like I'm looking, like I want to see it, but I'm scared, because I'm scared that I'm gonna run into something that I'm pretty much gonna be like, oh, this looks cool, but I never played the game. And then people who play the game, they're gonna be like, this is fucking utter garbage. I hate it. I hope they burn it or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's gonna be that group of people is gonna exist. Anytime any kind of media is adapted for film or TV, you're going to have the group of people that are staunchly against it because it doesn't capture every little essence of what they feel is important about the media.
You know what? That's all of us, because you're like that also with
Oh no,
with the
I was like
Netflix
that with
series and
Cowboy
stuff like that.
Bebop.
Yes.
I was like that with Cowboy Bebop. I was like that when I was an absolute douche. I was the big douche nozzle that got upset when a whole bunch of Hollywood actors and actresses got together and did a recreation in their homes of The Princess Bride. It's a way. It was a nice, a nice little diversion for people who are really miserable, stuck at home, and they get to see actors and actresses act out scenes from a very beloved movie, and it's all in good taste. And I'm the asshole who shit on it.
But you know what? That again, you said it yourself, Willie. All of us are like that. But I'm just kind of curious on how this show is gonna be. It's gonna air out, I think in October or November as well, or soon because it's coming out. I'm sorry.
Well, it says coming out in 2023.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part.
There's no official. I didn't see an official date. It just says the premiere is coming in 2023.
Okay, I'll look forward to it. I'll see what's up with it. I might even like it, maybe enough to make me play the game. Shit, you never know. But let's see. I'm pretty sure a lot of fans out there, in which I'm actually curious if they can let us know, what did you guys think about that trailer? I heard a lot of people, a lot of fanboys out there, but I want to know the diehards out there. I know there's a couple diehards in our fan group that like to talk about this, and I'm kind of interested to know what you guys think. And Willie and I would love to sit there, read everything you got to talk about, so we can comment about it and let's have a conversation about it. Now, last and not least is James Earl Jones steps back as Darth Vader's voice as an AI takes over his role. Now, this was something that I know they've been working on for quite a minute. They even started doing this with what's this guy's name from Top Gun, Willie?
Val
Kilmer. And it was sometime this year, which they pretty much played on audio, and you hear Val Kilmer's voice talking, and he pretty much says in the damn recording that that's not even him speaking, it's an AI. So now seeing that James Earl Jones steps back from doing Darth Vader's voice while there's an AI taking over, that's pretty much sums it already, that James Earl Jones has pretty much lent his voice to a point where they mimicked it to the point where he could just do Vader on a fucking PC right now. But how do I feel about it? I feel like it's a little bit cheated, if you ask me.
The most important thing about this is that the actor himself gave permission to Disney to use his voice.
Okay. All right. You see,
so they use a program. They use a program called Respeecher to basically recreate his voice in AI. This opens up very creepy things. We talked about it once before, how, at least in my mind, it was in pretty poor taste when they used a digitized, recreated versions of Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing for Rogue One.
Yeah, I remember.
I understand that the place in the movie's place and timeline require that you see Princess Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin. That being said, it is kind of morbid to use likenesses, like digital likenesses of dead people.
But how about the voice, though?
Okay, it's not just using the voice. In this case, this is a case of not just using the voice, but the actor specifically giving permission to use it, which I think is important. I'm pretty sure that if Carrie Fisher would have been asked if she were still alive, could we still use your likeness, she wouldn't say no. Peter Cushing is more old school, so that one might be more difficult. But remember that they used Obi-Wan's voice for the longest time, and Sir Alec Guinness definitely didn't give it. Sir Alec Guinness thought that the whole Star Wars thing was a joke. And the reason why he was killed off was because he wanted to be killed off the series. He just wanted to not exist anymore.
Oh my God. Okay.
Until he started seeing the royalty checks.
And now he's like, fuck, I wish I was alive
a little
longer.
Well, that was a big fuck up on my part. A lot of times, like you see actors do stupid shit or shit they don't believe in, and it's all for the money.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite quotes of all time. You ever see Jaws 3D?
Yeah.
Michael Caine was in that movie.
Yeah, I remember.
Absolute garbage movie.
Mm-hmm.
So one time a reporter asked him, "Hey, did you ever see that movie?" Famous quote. He said, "No, but I saw the house that it built."
You know what? Genius.
Absolute
Genius. That was, that must have been the smartest thing to say, and I love it because I would have been like, damn, I wish I thought of it first.
Hey, that's a lot of times you'll go and do some stupid shit. Most recently, Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
All these movies are people like, oh my God, why is Bruce Willis making all this stuff? He's making that money while he can.
Yeah, while he's still able.
He got diagnosed. I forgot the name of the condition. I'm sorry. But he got diagnosed with something and he was told, yo, you can't be doing this shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He went and banked. I don't know how. There's still movies of his coming out.
The man's doing it. He had to make it happen before it's too late.
Of course. At a certain point, the residuals stop coming in. Yeah, I mean, he can't wait for every Christmas so a diehard can give him some money.
Yeah.
Let's get some money now. Let's bank it.
Yeah. Fuck it. It is what it is. I mean, you do strike up some good points there, Willie, though. If they do give permission to these actors or ask permission for these actors for they can lend their likenesses for these certain movies, their voice, digitized face, whatever the case is. I mean, I'm going to say right now, if they gave Val Kilmer right now and he's just going to be on screen like himself, but for some weird reason, they're going to tell him, can you just lip sync this part and we're going to digitally add your voice into there? Would I be mad? I don't know, because I will have to see this movie and see and be like, okay, fine. It looks like he's actually saying these parts, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's a thing where you're giving permission ahead of time. All right. Any legal issues? Because if you're gonna go and use say a dead person's likeness for a character,
mm-hmm.
now you have to go and say if you didn't get the permission ahead of time, you got to speak to their estate.
Yeah, and their family and everything. Yeah,
right. You got to go and ask the family, hey, is it okay if we drag out your loved one's carcass for like 45 minutes to make some money?
Yeah.
Cut your check.
Yeah, we'll cut it right now. Yeah. I mean, again, it's kind of a rough patch, especially when you say it like that. Also, Willie, because there's a lot of people that they're just fine and dandy with how their beloved loved ones ended a movie series. Now to bring them back to do something else, they're gonna be like, how? Like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of family members out there, or even past families, because I don't want to say nothing recent for now, they don't want to see, their grandfather or grandmother or whoever it is that passed away so long ago, or even mother, for God's sakes, let's just say that, to see them come up on a movie and you're like, oh God, I miss my mom, to a point that you're depressed, and that's happening. You're seeing that. I don't know. It's just, these are just thoughts that I'm having, just saying. But it's, again, this is something that I can't really touch upon saying or say so. You know what I'm saying? This has to be more into the family, whatever they decide on what they will like to see their family members be in. If they want to be in there, they'll say, fine, yeah, you use my dead relative or family, whatever, to be on that movie and use their likenesses. Or there may be others that just say, no, just don't use them. Leave them as is. That's it. We don't want to recreate nothing here. That's it. Leave them as is. Or him or her, let's just say.
No. He's got a point.
But my thing has always been not just, whether or not the family would take it well, because that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
But I always looked at it from a legal perspective. I don't know if you remember a few years back, they were talking about making a movie with James Dean in it.
Yeah, I remember.
They were going to digitize him completely.
I remember. We talked about this.
It's a bit tasteless, but there has to be a limit. Like the law, okay, because usually these things are decided by law.
Yeah.
And the law has to sit there and tell you, hey, buddy, you went too far. And I mean, if you leave it up to Hollywood, they'll drag out Liberace. They don't care.
Any minute now, they might. I mean, give or take.
They'll go. No. They'll come up and say, "Oh no. We need somebody to sit there and make a really funny voice." Can someone see if they can go and dig up Robin Williams?
Oh, I will fucking shit my pants, dude. See that? I would like, not even in a good way. I'd be like, no. After what that man went through and been through, and all the things that he's been like, all the depressions, and just to get his likenesses, I can't even say that word, right? But
like
just to use his persona, his personality into a film, I'll be devastated. I'll be like, dude, no, man.
Thinking about what Robin Williams, I'm selfish that way because when he passed away, it hit me hard. Yeah. But can you imagine all the stuff that his family had to go through with his depression and his condition before he took his life, and now all of a sudden somebody thought, yeah, we can digitize his voice so we can sell cars.
Yeah, no, I would not accept it. I would not accept it, and I'm saying I wouldn't accept it, but then again, I'm thinking about what the daughter would think about this situation. But you know what, Willie? Let's leave it as is, and I'll let that to our audience to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about this situation? Please comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. But as always, guys, thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so you come up with amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
Just the usual. If anything I said today comes true, I'm sorry, and you're welcome.
All right, folks, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.